Hello, everyone, and welcome to my weekly Q&A session live here with Jing. So, those of you who haven't met me and you're here on my channel for the first time, my name is Jing, and this is Authentic Energy. This is your channel to help you get healthier and happier. And also, this is where you can receive tips from me weekly to help you with personal wellness and also personal fitness and personal success. Okay, so every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm here to give all of you the Herbalife Q&A, live Q&A session where we can hang out and also you can ask me anything about Herbalife. And I can see there's a few of you tuning in now. And let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, what country. Just type in the chat box. This is your unique opportunity once every week to ask me questions and fire away anything that you have, anything that's on your mind, right? So sound check, everything's good, perfect. So before we have anyone asking questions, hi Eugene, thank you for watching. Before I have anybody, oh, it must be morning time for you right now, right? Before I have anybody asking questions, like seriously, just ask any questions. This is your opportunity. I do want to bring everyone's attention to breakfast. And I have actually prepared a few of my favorite breakfast items to show you guys like exactly what I drink in the morning, as what do I use as my Herbalife breakfast, and also how you can also take the products to help you get healthier and happier. And if you have a particular body goal, like say weight loss, fat loss, or weight gain, you can definitely benefit from taking the Herbalife breakfast. Okay, so yes, 8 a.m. How are you doing, Eugene? You sound very happy and confident. So I don't know how many of you actually use the Herbalife breakfast, or you're only using the products for post workout or for like detox or something like that. But I do want to tell all of you that, for all my clients and for anyone who's curious about the nutrition that we have, breakfast is the key. Okay, breakfast is our entry point. Before you think about, what to use, what to eat for your skin health, for detoxing, for what else, a lot of other things, right? Changing your body compositions, for example, you actually have to look at exactly what do you eat for breakfast. Okay, so why? But breakfast is so important. Before I get into like exactly which products are really good as your Herbalife breakfast set, I do have to emphasize that eating breakfast is like breakfast is the king, right? Many of you probably have heard that, this saying, breakfast is the king. You have to eat really well, eat like a king in the morning, but it does not mean that you have to binge on like a whole bunch of food. It also doesn't mean that you need to eat like a lot of what is the traditional breakfast, like sausages and bacons and baked beans and all those things, right? um, those are actually very fat in cholesterol. So I mean very high in cholesterol and very fatty and very high calories, so we don't want that. So now you're probably wondering, what makes a really healthy breakfast? Okay, so a healthy breakfast is supposed to give you all the vital nutrients. Remember this, write this down. Thank you so much for tuning, Eugene. A healthy breakfast is supposed to give you all the vital nutrients. Okay. And secondly, a healthy breakfast is supposed to hydrate your body, provides hydration for your body. Okay. And thirdly, a healthy breakfast is supposed to be protein balanced, contains protein. So not like too high in protein, but protein balanced. And lastly, the fourth thing. So there are four things. Lastly, a healthy breakfast is not supposed to spike your sugar, your blood sugar level. It's supposed to actually be giving you, the right amount of nutrients that your blood sugar level can stay, pretty balanced. Okay, so you got to remember these four things, what a healthy breakfast can do for you. Right. So, like you think about what kind of breakfast that you've been eating currently, if you're not on the Herbalife breakfast, or kind of breakfast that, you have traditionally picked. A lot of times, especially in this modern lifestyle, we pick coffees and coffees, right? Raise your hand, write in the comments if you like to have coffee in the morning as your breakfast and nothing else. That is very common. But think about this. If you, the first thing that you put into your body is only caffeine, caffeine and sugar, then actually your body is only getting that like instant energy boost. But very often with caffeine, what happens is, your energy goes up very fast, but it crashes really fast as well, right? So, and also you're just getting sugar in your body. And you're actually missing out the four things I just mentioned. A healthy breakfast is supposed to give you essential, vital nutrients. So we're talking about macronutrients like uh, carbs, healthy fats, and also protein, and also your micronutrients like your vitamins, uh, minerals and fibers. Yes. So, and then secondly, a healthy breakfast is supposed to hydrate your body well and give you energy, of course. And thirdly, a healthy breakfast is supposed to give you body, is supposed to give your body balanced protein. And then lastly, a healthy breakfast is supposed to, keep your blood sugar level at a steady, to stabilize. That's the word. Okay, to stabilize your blood sugar level. So you think about coffee, kind of like, it gives you the energy, and that's about it, and gives you the sugar, which is the carbohydrate fuel, but it's also a very quick, a quick supply of that fuel, which does not actually stabilize your blood sugar level, and also it doesn't give you all the other nutrients. So if you also have to compare all the other traditional breakfasts, such as like a donut, muffin, right? What else do you guys eat? A pie, like maybe in the Asian culture, a lot of us like to eat like rice in the morning, right? Or some fried noodles, stir fried noodles in the morning. That is actually very scary because in a lot of Asian countries, the fried noodles for breakfast is full of saturated fat and also full of just carbohydrates, but it doesn't contain anything else. There's no any other nutrients. So if you look at this picture of how modern modern breakfast is like, it's actually quite concerning because you're not putting in any like balanced nutrition to your body, and nor are you hydrating your body, which is why in Herbalife, the company actually come up with this idea to provide all of those four things I've just mentioned for your body in the morning. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Herbalife breakfast 1, 2, 3, I'm just gonna explain to you very quickly here. And those of you who have seen my video that I made a few years ago about the Herbalife breakfast 1, 2, 3, you may be quite familiar with that. And for any of my students and clients who are getting started with me, I always introduce them to the breakfast 1, 2, 3 first. And everything starts from the breakfast 1, 2, 3. And then, we go from there. Whether if you need to have any sort of like boosters, if you need to have any other sort of like supplements, depending on what your body needs and also depending on what your goal is, and we go from there. But breakfast is actually the entry point. Okay. So before we get into it, I just want to bring your attention to this. I don't know if you can see it properly. You can see it, right? Okay, because of my ring light reflection. Right. So here I've actually made this graph, this chart. This is my favorite. I should make this. You cannot download this anywhere else. You cannot even download this on the internet or from Herbalife websites. I made it myself because I found that a lot of times when I just explain to people what the concept of the Herbalife breakfast 1, 2, 3 is, it's very easy to lose them. They get lost and they get confused. But when I put everything down, it makes instant sense. Okay, so we have step 1, cleanse. Step 2, energize. And step 3, nourish. So all you need to remember is 1, 2, 3. Step 1 is aloe vera. Okay, aloe vera concentrate. So in here, I don't put a picture, but here I'm gonna introduce my aloe vera to all of you. This is a 2-liter one that I use. It's the home economy pack. But in most of the countries that you're living in, you will get the bottle, the small, like 470 ml bottle version, which looks like this. Can you see? the skinny bottle. Yeah, that's the one available in most of the countries. But I think only in Canada and in US we have this, big ass version which lasts for like a whole month. I love it. So me and my husband, the two of us, we drink this like, every day, and this lasts both of us a whole month. So if you live in the US, live in Canada, you can actually get your hands on this. And this one is available in Mandarin flavor. So I have to double check in the US if it's available in any other flavors. But in Canada, it's available. You can see my label, Mandarin flavor. Yeah, you can see that there's some drips, like we really use this like diligently because the aloe vera step one actually helps your body cleanse. It helps you actually basically flushes out the dirt and the toxins from the inside. So specifically, from your intestines, and it cleans the how should I say it the villi inside your intestines really well. I have to find a picture to show you guys in a second what exactly does and what part of your intestine that the aloe vera helps cleaning. Okay, so Pasita, welcome, welcome. Okay, mango is available in the US. Okay, that's great. So you guys have the 2 liter big one in the US available in mango. That's amazing because mango is a very popular flavor. Okay, so this is step one. Step two, energize. To boost your energy, okay, we have the herbal tea. Okay, so you can see I got a herbal tea here. I got this lady who's ready to fire away. So we have our amazing herbal tea concentrate. This is our step two. So for those of you who want to like lose weight, like drinking the tea is really good because it actually helps you. This tea, gives you that thermogenic sort of effect. So you actually burn more calories. So at the same time, you get your energy boosted in the morning. So I always tell my clients, replace your coffee with the tea. Okay. Of course, while I'm saying this, a lot of you must be thinking, okay, so it doesn't mean that I have to cut out my coffee completely. It depends. It depends on how much coffee that you consume, normally. If you normally drink like 1 cup of coffee each day and you choose to drink your coffee in the morning, okay, do you need to have the coffee to give you the energy boost? If the answer is yes, then if I'm your coach, I'll tell you, okay, don't drink your coffee in the morning. Okay, stop that and have your tea in the morning instead, and let the tea give you the morning the boost. And if you do crave if you really really do want to have the coffee, then have it at a later time. Okay, say late morning or something like that, and see how you feel. I always tell them don't have it and see how you feel. If you really, really, really feel like you need to have that coffee, then have it at another time, like, I don't know, after lunch or something like that. But very often when I say that, 9 out of 10 of my clients will find that, when they replace their morning coffee with the tea, they don't actually have the craving. They don't even think about it. So this is a good way for a lot of you who want to, cut back on your coffee consumption. You can actually replace your coffee with a tea. Okay. And I'll talk about, the Herbalife high protein coffee next time. So yeah. And I'm not here to take away coffee from you, but say for some of you, you're used to taking, consuming like, I don't know, 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day, then I'll tell you this, cut your coffee consumption into half. How about that? Okay, I'm not telling you to quit coffee altogether. How about you cut back on your consumption? Because the more coffee you consume, the more your body becomes acidic. Because coffee is actually quite acidic, and what does that do? Of course, it makes your body more acidic, and as your body becomes more acidic, as a more acidic environment, it actually encourages diseases and different ailments to form. Okay, this probably a lot of you know already. And secondly, what coffee does to your body is that coffee dehydrates your body. So, if you want to become healthier, if you want to have glowing skin, healthy skin, and also if you're working on detoxing, and if you're working on weight loss, I highly recommend you to cut back on your coffee consumption. I think by saying this actually will not offend anybody, right? Instead of saying just cut out your coffee altogether. So step two is the tea. Okay. Now, step three, nourish. Nourish your body with our Formula One nutrition shake. Okay, so it's very straightforward that our Formula One nutrition shake contains, a whole bunch of nutrients that your body needs in a meal. So instead of you going to eat like a lot of different things in the morning, which is actually not, how should I say, it's not possible for your body to digest a whole basket of food that would actually make up the amount of nutrients that you can get in a cup of shake that Herbalife has. So, which is why the scientists and also, the nutritionists decided they have designed to put all the nutrients into a shake. And this is just 2 scoops of the shake mix, and you blend it, with your choice of milk, plant-based milk or cow's milk, or actually water, but with a protein powder mix. This actually will give you body the wholesome nutrients. And if you look at the label, right, each Herbalife Formula One shake contains 20 plus, I'll say at least like 24, 25 types of nutrients. Right. So we're talking about like different types of vitamins here, and also your macronutrients, meaning your carbs, your fats, and your protein. They're actually in a very even portion, meaning each time when you take a shake, you're definitely getting 40% of healthy carbs, 30% of protein, and also 30% of healthy fats. And this is the nutrition portion our body needs for a balanced diet. So, which is why step 3, after you cleanse your body, your body's ready to absorb nutrition. That's why you put the shake into your body as your last step. So this completes the Herbalife breakfast, the morning breakfast 1, 2, 3. So those of you who just tuned in now, I'm going to quickly recap what we just talked about here. Step 1, cleanse and hydrate. I want to put in there. Cleanse and hydrate with our aloe vera concentrate. Dun dun, right? So I got the special version here, the 2-liter version. And step 2 is the tea to boost your energy and to help you burn calories, those of you who want to lose weight. Okay, and step 2 is a shake, okay, to nourish your body with wholesome nutrients. Okay, so all you have to remember is breakfast 1, 2, 3, aloe tea and shake. And then what do? They cleanse your body, hydrate your body, give your body energy, and also provides balanced protein and also provides vital nutrients for your body. So what I just mentioned at the beginning of today's session is that a healthy breakfast is supposed to give you body, hydration, energy. Okay, hydration, energy, same thing. Supposed to give you body balanced protein. Okay, and supposed to give you body vital nutrients. And then one more thing, this one, everybody, you have to remember is it's supposed to actually stabilize, it's supposed to make your blood sugar level stable. Okay. Now, some of you must be thinking why we are talking about blood sugar level here. That is because in a lot of our traditional breakfast, well, give me a second. I'm looking for that chart that I have somewhere in my little table here, because I have this really good chart I want to show all of you so that you'll visually see why we're talking about blood sugar level here. 1 second. So basically, I'll just describe it with my hands, if that's okay. Okay. If anybody has any questions, feel free to write your question in the chat box. I'm here to answer your questions, even though I am not the expert, but I will try my best to answer all your questions with my 5 years of Herbalife coaching experience. I got an update. I forgot I got an updated graph here where I have the product pictures here. So you see cleanse aloe vera, energize with the tea, and nourish with the nutrition shake here. By the way, if you guys want to get this graph, you can email me or reach out to me on my Facebook. You cannot download this anywhere. I created this graph myself. Okay, so you can only get this from Authentic Energy. Okay, now you can see here's the graph. Okay, so what happens is when you're eating a traditional carb-based breakfast, it basically spikes your blood sugar level. Okay, very fast. Say, for example, you just had a muffin or croissant with coffee with lots of sugar, then your blood sugar level shoots up. But very quickly, what happens is your blood sugar level would actually just deplete very fast. So it spikes and depletes. And then, this is where your blood sugar level sits, and naturally your body will crave for more carb based and usually high calorie, snacks, right? And then so after you consume, like carb based snacks or food again, your blood sugar level, shoots up and then very quickly depletes again. So you can see, our body will go through this cycle quite a few times, like 2 to 3 times a day when we're consuming like carb based breakfast. Okay, you can see the cycle that we threw ourselves in. And then in a scenario where you're not taking any breakfast, put your hand up if you used to skip breakfast or you still skip breakfast, or people who skip breakfast. It's very common, right? People either put a lot of sugar into their body in the morning or they put nothing. So what happens in the scenario where you don't have anything in your body for breakfast is that your blood sugar level stays very, very low. And then a lot of times people wait till like, I don't know, like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock lunchtime and then put some stuff into their body. And very often when your blood sugar level is low, your body naturally craves, like carb based or food that's very high in fats as well, right? And with the choices, the limited choices that we have outside, and especially if you're living in the Western countries, there are so many fast food choices out there, right? We don't really have any healthy choices. So this is what happens. You put some carb-based food into your body, and of course, your blood sugar level spikes and then depletes. Okay, and then you're like, oh God, I'm very low on energy, I'm fatigued, blood sugar level is low, and then you want to, look for snacks again, carb based. So it's very similar to the case where you have a carb based breakfast. So a no breakfast case, you also go through that motion, that cycle of the roller coaster blood sugar, that journey, and which is actually really, really, really unhealthy for your body. And you can see as a result of that, your body will always crave, like carb based, snacks and food all the time. And, as a result, we put on weight, right? And you can see how everything stems from not having a healthy breakfast. So I'll show you this graph here. This is the result of having a protein balanced breakfast. Okay, so your blood sugar level would not shoot up, it would not spike so drastically, right? And so it becomes a very balanced graph here. Of course, it would not be a flat line, it will like, your blood sugar level will still deplete at some point, but it does not like deplete so drastically, so fast. So, which is why we have this graph here to demonstrate what happens when you have a protein focused breakfast. Your blood sugar level, stays pretty consistent and pretty stable. Okay, so this basically the graph here. If anybody would like to get the information on this graph, and this is also something I put together personally, that only available here. If you want to get that from me, you can email me. I can email you a copy of that. I personally put it together because I really want to spread a message of eating healthy breakfast out there. So whether if you choose to have a Herbalife breakfast or you choose to have another form of breakfast, you do have to remember, your breakfast needs to give you four things. What are the four things? If anyone's, learning here, you can actually type your learning in the chat box to reaffirm the learning. And then you will know that, you need to start changing your breakfast. So four things, I actually put it right here. So if you get a copy of my breakfast information here, you will see that an ideal breakfast is supposed to give you body hydration, gives your body energy, provides your body with vital nutrients, especially protein, balanced protein, and also it regulates your blood sugar level. Okay, so these four things you're supposed to get from your healthy ideal breakfast. So if you do choose to have another form of breakfast, then do remember that your breakfast is supposed to give you these four things, and which is why I chose to have the Herbalife breakfast, the aloe vera, the tea, and the shake, right? So some of you may be asking like, oh, my coach told me to take like fiber, to take like personalized protein powder or something else for the breakfast. That's correct, because it really depends on what your end goal is, right? So what I have just described here to everybody is the basis, is the foundation, right? The most basic for everybody. right? It doesn't matter what sort of like body type that you are, and also it doesn't matter what your body goal is. Everybody needs Herbalife breakfast, and Herbalife breakfast is suitable for everybody, unless there's some like and a particular ingredients in here that you're allergic to that you can't take. But like I'll say for the majority of the people out there, the Herbalife breakfast is suitable for you. And even also like if you have particular uh dietary requirements, right? You can also take Herbalife breakfast. Like say if you're a vegetarian, you can definitely take the Herbalife breakfast because the protein is actually most of the Formula One protein is actually soy based. And also, some of you might be asking me, is there another alternative protein? Yes, we do. Okay, so in a lot of the, like say in North America, in Europe, we also have another type. I don't have it here. I'm actually ordering more because my husband really loves that one. We have an alternative Formula One, which has pea, quinoa, and rice protein. So the alternative plant protein, we have that. And also, those of you who are familiar with our sports line, we also have the whey protein in the sports Formula One. Okay, so we have different choices of protein that you can take, right? Also in Europe, they have Tri Blend, which I believe is also quinoa, rice, and pea protein mixed together. So that one is actually really suitable for people who are allergic to soy. Okay, yeah. So basically, we have the different choices to suit different dietary requirements. And those of you who are working on weight gain, then you can take the Herbalife breakfast for sure. With hi Sonia, you tuning every Friday. Good to have you here. Then you definitely need to have boosters. So if your goal is to increase your muscle mass to build more healthy weight, then on top of the breakfast 1 to 3, you will also need to have the extra protein boost. So, in Herbalife, we have many different choices for the protein booster. You have the personalized protein powder, and also you have the protein drink mix, right? So you can see in the catalog. Look how prepared I am. I brought a catalog for everybody. This is the Canadian catalog. Okay, so the most popular one in North America. I've been living in North America for 2 years, and previously I lived in Asia for 10 years. And when I was coaching in Asia, it was slightly different because in Asia, right, those of you who are from Asia or Europe, you have this smaller bottle of the personalized protein powder, right? So most of us in other countries, we use the personalized or performance protein powder as a booster to increase your protein intake. And those of you who are in Canada, US, you have the protein drink mix, which is the bigger bottle, same size as your Formula One, and also gives you 15 grams of protein per serving. And it comes in chocolate and vanilla flavor. So these two are the most popular protein booster that you can add into your shake. Okay, so and also we have different protein snacks. Like this one is a really yummy mango peach flavor protein beverage mix. I really love it if I'm just in the mood to if I'm craving some fruit juice. But instead of drinking sugary fruit juice, which does nothing for your body, I like to mix myself a protein drink mix. This gives me 15 grams of protein and tastes so amazing. Right. So, and those of you who are working on weight loss, and we actually do have a range of amazing weight loss enhancers you can take on top of your breakfast 1 to 3. I will talk about it maybe in the next episode. So if you guys want me to go through the Q&A and talk about the weight loss enhancers, I can do that in the next episode. I don't want to overwhelm all of you with too much information. But if you are someone who's working on weight loss and you would like to know what are the weight loss enhancers you can take with your breakfast, please write me a question in a comment. And also, in the meantime, you can check out one of my videos from maybe a few months ago, actually from a year ago, that I made a 1 month weight loss program, which is actually pretty popular. Actually, a lot of you are watching this every day, so you can check out that video. I think all you need to look for is 1 month weight loss program, which I made back in our nutrition club, which is unfortunately not there anymore now. But yeah, so that one is a good one you can check out. And also next week, I'll be talking about the weight loss enhancers you can take together with your breakfast 1 to 3. Because my aloe vera is so big, I can hold it all together. But just quickly to vocally go through, if you're taking the fiber, that's actually really good. And if you're taking the probiotics, that's a really good weight loss enhancer. And also we have in America, I mean, in Canada, we have the amazing tablets such as Total Control, Snack Defense, and also Mineral Complex. Those are also really, really good, like very specific, targeted weight loss enhancers. And I'll go into details next week if that's okay. Okay. So the purpose of my Tuesday Q&A is actually to answer your questions. And I noticed that sometimes some of you are quite quiet, or you may not be able to catch me live, but that's okay. If you're watching the replay, you can also drop your questions, in the comment below, and I will come back and check the questions and answer your questions. Okay. So yeah, I'll just give it a couple minutes before I go off. So I'm here every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, interact with me, be sure to tune in every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm based in Vancouver, Canada. Okay. And, before I go, I do want to mention that those of you who are thinking about starting your journey with Herbalife and you haven't started yet, I totally welcome all of you to come and message me, email me or drop me a DM in my Facebook or in my Instagram. I'm happy to be your coach. I'm happy to coach you. So how it works with Herbalife, I do need to make this statement because every day I receive messages from a lot of you saying that, you need my help, you need my coaching. You got your product from someone, you got your product from, the website, the Amazon or something like that. I do need to make it clear to everybody, whether if you've been with Herbalife for some time or, you are new, you have never used the product, is that you should not be getting your Herbalife products from a random shopping website, okay, or even a proper website such as Amazon, okay. That's not where you should be getting your Herbalife products from. Why? Because Herbalife is a direct distribution model. Okay, it's a direct distribution business model where all the products are only distributed through independent distributors slash coaches like myself. Okay, so when you get your product, hey Ayo, good to see you here. I haven't heard from you for some time, but it's good to see you here. We got our lovely Ayo from our community. She's from Saskatchewan, right? Thank you for tuning in. And so you asked about making video about all the vitamins. Okay, yes, I should. I will. We actually don't have all the vitamins in case if someone thinks that Herbalife has a whole cabinet of like different vitamins. We actually don't have that many. We actually do have a good wide range, which basically takes care of your body inside out, right? So definitely, that's a really good one. Yes, there are a few. I know like people can get confused with like which one to take, right? But I'll get into it in a second. So stay with me for the next couple minutes and I'll quickly explain to you. Okay. So Ayo is from our community. Ayu, sorry, because we have another girl called A. So sometimes I get your name confused. Okay. So she's from our community. Okay. And it's great to see people from our community tuning in. So back to what I was saying. Okay. Everyone is supposed to get their Herbalife products from properly authorized and licensed Herbalife independent distributor. Okay, like myself. So we are registered by Herbalife. So each one of us, we have a what do you call it? Like Herbalife registration number. So we are able to distribute the products. And in some countries, like America, in America, it's actually very strict that you have to register yourself as a distributor to exclusively distribute Herbalife products. If you're not exclusively signed up as a distributor, you can only be a member or customer. So in Canada, when we become a member and if we decide to distribute the products, we can do that. Okay, so remember that you can only get your products from an independent distributor. If you see the products on Amazon, there's no guarantee that the product is actually real, or it may be expired, or who knows, right? Where the product's from. And like I always tell people, if you get your product from Amazon, be very, very careful. But also the downfall of you getting your products from a random website or Amazon is that there's no one there to coach you, right? And this is actually a very, very special culture from Herbalife. Whoever is giving you the product, whoever is distributing, selling you the product, is supposed to give you the coaching. The coaching ranges from, giving you the meal plans, giving you the instructions of how to take the products, to like putting you into a community where we have, a group of coaches and different, students and clients, and also with different activities and challenges. One really good one all of you probably have seen is our 10-day weight loss challenge, 10-day lean and fit challenge. And actually stay tuned. We're going to start launching 4-day challenge. Oh, amazing. You can lose like 3 to 4 pounds of weight, in 4 days. And also we are actually going to be launching 21-day challenge as well. So most of it is actually really suitable for those of you who are looking at weight loss. Okay. And also just to improve your nutrition. Okay. So just remember that the person who's distributing the products to you is supposed to give you the guidance and some form of coaching. Okay, so everyone's different, every coach is different. So their style of coaching is different, but you're supposed to receive some basic, at least some basic guidance from your coach. Okay, so I just want to make it very clear. Okay, so if like if you're already following a coach, if you're already like a Herbalife member or something like that, I'm here. I'm happy to give you tips and to give you some simple guidance. And I do have a Facebook group to, share the Herbalife information. But however, I have to make it very clear that, if you're already coached by someone, I'm not supposed to coach you, right? Because firstly, I have to respect your coach. Right. If you're already following your coach is giving you some guidance, I have to follow your coach, which is why a lot of you reach out to me. And the first thing I ask you is, do you have a coach? Okay, what did your coach tell you to do? Right? Because I'm here to respect all the other Herbalife coaches as well, especially when they're putting the work and they're putting the effort to help you. I am here to also, support all the other Herbalife coaches. We're all one family, right? And, we're all in this community to help everybody become healthier and happier. So I have to absolutely respect your coach, your sponsor, right? And especially if you're also doing Herbalife coaching or the business, right? I also have to respect your organization and your coach. So I'm not supposed to coach you. I can give you some, like, if you ask me questions in the comments, I can give you some simple tips, but I'm not supposed to give you like detailed coaching. Right. So you do have to become my client and in my organization to receive my coaching and also our leadership. So I have to make that clear. Okay. But however, me having this channel here, I'm very happy to share, the wonderful world of Herbalife nutrition, and also to introduce a lot of you properly to the Herbalife culture. Because a lot of people have very mixed information out there, and also the Herbalife company and also the products and the culture is misrepresented in a lot of areas. So I feel the responsibility to present it to all of you properly. Okay, so I hope everybody got that. And for Ayu, your question, how to take them. Okay, I know there are a lot, but for the basic, just start thinking from the basic first. Okay, and I'll give you more details next week, especially when it comes to weight loss. For everybody in Herbalife, we talk about Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3. Okay, that's what you have to remember. And especially in North America, everything is designed to be, like giving your body the wholesome nutrition. So just for like a very, very basic nutrition needs, you need Formula 1, Formula 2, and Formula 3. And you can see here, this is when the catalog is very handy. I believe you have the catalog too, right? If you flip into the second page, you will see this is our Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3. Okay, let me see. I think the page below gives you a clear picture. Oh, here, right? So oh God, okay, Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3. You just need to remember these three. Okay, so on top of the tea and the aloe vera. So Formula 2 is our multivitamin and the mineral complex. Okay, which is basically gives your body that multivitamin boost, but also helps your body metabolize the carbs, fats, and protein. Okay, so this one's actually really, really good for almost everybody, I have to say. And then the third one is the Formula 3. Okay, Formula 3 basically helps your body absorb and also absorb the nutrients, but also it provides antioxidant. It acts as a really good antioxidant for your body. Right. So all you have to remember is, okay, the basics. Formula One, Formula Two, Formula Three, and Formula One we already talked about. This is our signature shake, which gives your body, a whole range of nutrients that your body needs in a meal. Okay, right, and also depending on everyone's goal and like really the body condition and the goals. Um, uh, I would suggest like the next level. So this is level one. Okay, level one basic Formula One, Formula Two, Formula Three. Okay, and the next level will be looking at if are you craving anything all the time, right? And also your nutritional any other specific nutrition deficiency, such as say omega 3, right? A lot of us take omega 3, the healthy fats. Let me see what else here, right? So if you flick to this page, we have a whole range of heart health products. Okay, and these ones actually quite beneficial for people with particular particular nutritional needs, especially like people who are older, seniors like my in-laws, my own parents. I actually suggest them to take pretty much all of it, right? Because especially people who are getting older, your cardiovascular health is deteriorating. So all our cardiovascular products actually quite good for that. I'm not going to go into details, but just tell you level 2 is looking at targeted nutrition. Okay, so for a lot of people who have some kind of like high cholesterol conditions or weak heart, or want to have better blood circulation, you can look into the cardiovascular health selection, heart health. And also for women, we also have a range of products for women. Okay, right. So women's health, we also have a range. Some people who may be having like irregular period, or having like very what's the word? Having very bad period cramps all the time. Then you can look into our Dongquai Plus. And in Asia, we have this one called the Women's Choice. So these are very targeted ones, depending on what your body needs. We also have joint support and also things like calcium. So for some people who have some kind of like skeletal or bone sort of like concerns and issues, those are really good. And also for our seniors. So I'm not going to go through the whole catalog, but just letting you guys know, just remember you have your level 1, okay, which is 1, 2, 3, Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, and also our breakfast 1, 2, 3, aloe tea and shake. And then you can look at level 2. Okay, so in level 2, then you can look at, okay, what more do I need, right? So I think Ayu, you've also taken Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3 before, right? So when you do take Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, especially Formula 2 and 3, it does take some time. At least you gotta give it like a month or two. Usually I'll say, for a significant change to happen, you need to give yourself like at least 60 days to 90 days to see the change, and you got to be consistent. The problem with a lot of people on like the capsules and the tablets is that it's very often we forget and we're not consistent, and that is when we feel like, oh, I'm not feeling anything, right? But when you're actually consistent, and when you are drinking enough water, and when you're drinking enough aloe vera to cleanse your body will absorb the nutrients much better, and that is when you can actually see the result much faster. Okay, so basically what you have to remember, so you have a question, what's a cell activator? What you have to remember, without getting into all the scientific details, is that the cell activator helps build antioxidants for your body. Okay, especially like with the kind of food that we've been eating, where actually a lot of food and the pollution, the air, the environment we're in, they're actually destroying our cells, right? And making us age. So it's very important to take, the kind of food, and plus, the right type of supplements which provide the antioxidants for our body, which keeps our cells, healthy and vital, without, like without going through the whole aging process faster. So that's what you have to remember. Okay. And also it helps with the metabolism. Okay. Cell activator helps with the metabolism as well. But don't confuse it with like, don't think of it as, oh, it's a fat burner, right? We actually don't have any product that's claimed to be a fat burner in Herbalife, because that is actually very misleading if we call anything the fat burner. I know out there, I've seen, on the interweb, I've seen some other Herbalife distributors call our tea the fat burner tea, but I for me, I actually don't like to call it the fat burner tea because that's actually very misleading. Yes, the tea will help you burn extra calories. Yes, the tea, like you will actually sweat extra if you drink the tea during exercise. I tell my clients, to drink the tea during exercise because it helps you, it has that thermogenic effect, right? But you cannot treat this tea as a fat burning tea. You will have to. The fat burning will come from you changing your diet, okay? You eating a balanced nutrition, and also you living an 80-20 lifestyle. What is 80-20? Those of you who have been following me for some time, you should remember this. 80% healthy, balanced nutrition and 20% exercise. That is when you get the fat burning. Okay. And I am not an advocate of any particular methods of diet out there. Okay. So if you come to my channel, you will not hear from me any of those other, I don't want to mention the names, but I know a lot of people out there are trying different methods of like particular diet. Some involve fasting, some involve, like high fats or very, very high protein. I am not an advocate of that. Okay. And also my style of coaching is focused on balanced nutrition, like balanced. Your body needs 40% of carbs, 30% of protein, and 30% of healthy fats. Okay. That is the style here. And this is actually how my clients get the results. When you follow that balanced diet, and also, when you do the 80-20 lifestyle, this is how you get the fat burning. And, you have a healthy, balanced lifestyle without starving yourself. And in Herbalife Breakfast, that is exactly how the products are designed. The products are designed to give your body that balanced nutrition. And when you have the balanced nutrition, the right nutrients in your body, your cells become happier, you become happier and healthier. And as a result, your weight is shed. You shed your weight naturally. So that is how people get the weight loss results here with Herbalife. Okay. And of course, you got to make sure that, you have a coach that is guiding you properly. And also you're part of a community. So the community is a big factor here in Herbalife. You're part of a community, whether if it's offline or online, and you're always, getting that support, from the community. So those are the things that actually make up this whole, Herbalife culture. You have the balanced nutrition, you have the coaching support, and you have the community support. And some of you from different countries, you may be part of a nutrition club or a fit club that you get together a few times a week and do exercise together, right? And you get to meet your coach and have some activities. That is wonderful. Stick with your coach, stick with your, nutrition club and the activities. And that is actually the one of the key factors for you to lose weight steadily and healthily. Okay, so I guess that's all for me today. I know I went over time, but any questions you have, let me know next week. Okay, leave it in the comment now, and I'll answer all of you next week live. And if not, then I'm just going to answer your questions in the chat box. And I look forward to having you back with us, Ayu, for the next 10-day challenge. Our next 10-day challenge will start next Monday. So if you're not part of my community, if you're not part of my coaching, you can definitely sign up and join the 10-day challenge. So just drop me a DM, drop me an email how to join the 10-day Lean and Fit challenge. Okay, I'll give you the details. So I look forward to having a lot of you new faces joining our coaching group. Okay, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening, morning, and afternoon wherever you're tuning from. Lots of love for you. Stay healthy, stay fit.